morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time you're watching this. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're taking care of yourself, of your parents, of your family, and you're not troubling people around you a lot, taking part in co-curricular activities, eating well, drinking water well, and keeping everything in your life well. And if it's not, just keep going, make efforts. That's what counts. And yeah, make efforts to give the best that you can. The rest will follow. If it's what you have worked for, if it's something that you have put in efforts for, you're going to get something out of it, be it knowledge, be it understanding of what a failure is like, or anything, or if things are well, understanding what a success is like. So just keep trying for whatever you're doing. And in the same breath, today we shall be beginning with another lecture. In this lecture, we shall be discussing questions based on atmosphere and the Indian geography. So we covered these two topics together: atmosphere, which talked about air pressure and all of these things, and Indian geography, which basically gave us a few certain idea about the physical divisions of Indian subcontinent, which we have studied before, and we only have them in brief right now. Okay, so we shall be going ahead with this now. The atmosphere is composed primarily of A, oxygen, B, carbon dioxide, C, nitrogen, or D, water vapor. So we've done this. The atmosphere is primarily composed of nitrogen, which is 78%. Then we have oxygen, which is 21%, and others are present in, what do we call, traces. We have like 0.03 or something like that, but we shall consider just the one that we have in more amount over here, and the right answer is nitrogen, 78%, but it is inactive. It is not active. It is inactive in form. Which layer of the atmosphere is closest to the Earth's surface? So for this, let's do one thing. For this, we shall instead go and bring the entire layer of the atmosphere with us. Okay. Now we have the entire layer of the atmosphere with us over here. Amazing. So I think that's easier to be done. That's easier to be understood. Yes. Which layer of the atmosphere is closest to the Earth's surface? So looking at this, what do we understand? We try to understand which layer is closest to the Earth's surface. All right. Which layer of the atmosphere is closest to the Earth's surface? Is it A, troposphere? Yes. So see, we begin with troposphere, then we go to stratosphere, we go to mesosphere, we go to thermosphere, and then we go to the exosphere. So which layer of the atmosphere is closest to the Earth's surface? The right answer is A, which is troposphere. The ozone layer is found in which layer of the atmosphere? Now, the ozone layer is found in which layer of the atmosphere? Is it troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, or thermosphere? It's B, stratosphere. Let's go back and read this part because this is like an essential part, because it talks about these layers, and I think that is what like primarily, makes this very important. Yes. Troposphere. This is the lowest layer of the atmosphere, extending from the Earth's surface up to an altitude of about 7 to 20 kilometers, which is 4 to 12 miles. It is where weather occurs and contains most of Earth's air mass. Temperature generally decreases with increasing altitude in this layer. That is the troposphere. Stratosphere. It lies above the troposphere. It extends from the top of the troposphere up to approximately 50 kilometers. The stratosphere contains the ozone layer, which absorbs a significant portion of the sun's ultraviolet radiation. So sun's ultraviolet radiation are absorbed by what? By the ozone layer, and this is in the stratosphere. All right. With this, we have the right answer, that is the stratosphere. What is the main function of the ozone layer? Now, what function does the ozone layer serve? What function does it serve? It absorbs UV radiation, that is absorbing ultraviolet radiation. The layer of the atmosphere where weather phenomena occur is called. So weather usually occurs in the lowest layer, that is the troposphere, and that is where weather changes and certain other things happen. The greenhouse effect is primarily caused by the increase of which gas in the atmosphere? So the greenhouse effect is primarily caused. What is the greenhouse effect? Is basically trapping of gases because of which the temperature is maintained all over the world, and like as in the global temperature is maintained because of greenhouse effect. But lately the thing is, greenhouse effect has been increasing a lot, due to which what is happening is that the global warming, that is the global temperatures are rising, and which is causing global warming. But anyways, over here the greenhouse effect is primarily caused by the increase of which gas in the atmosphere? Argon, oxygen, nitrogen, or methane? The right answer is D, methane. We did study about something about greenhouse effect, but we did not study that methane was one gas which because of which there was an increase in the greenhouse effect, like because of whose increase greenhouse effect is caused. The layer of the atmosphere where most weather balloons operate. Weather balloons operate in which layer of the atmosphere? Is it A, troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, or? Yes, so the right answer for question number 7 is B, which is stratosphere. B, stratosphere. The temperature decreases with increasing altitude in which of the layer of the atmosphere? Okay, so increasing altitude, but increasing altitude and decreasing temperature. So this happens in 2 layers actually, if we remember correctly. It was A, troposphere, and yes, this is the lowest. Temperature generally decreases with increasing altitude in this layer. Yes, noted. Okay, and now let's read for okay, so in stratosphere temperature increases with increase in altitude. In mesosphere, decreasing temperatures with height. Okay, and beyond the mesosphere lies the thermosphere, in which, what have they mentioned? High temperature in thermosphere as well. Okay, so from what I see is that troposphere here, as you go above, temperature decreases. Height. Let's do this like this. Height, temperature. Okay. So as height increases, temperature decreases in troposphere. What happens in stratosphere? Temperature increases with height. So height increases, temperature also increases because of absorption of UV radiation by ozone. What happens as we go more above? Mesosphere, characterized by decreasing temperatures with height. So as height increases, temperature decreases in the mesosphere. What happens in the thermosphere? Experiences high temperatures due to this also experiences high temperatures. All right. See, so we see this is the pattern that follows in this. So now back to our question. Let's go back to our question. What does it say? It says temperature decreases with increasing altitude in which layer of the atmosphere? So it happens in A, troposphere, and it happens in C, thermosphere, mesosphere. So we have 2 right answers in this case. If it so happens that, you know, in the question paper, it's a very likely situation that takes place, that in the question paper you have 2 right answers. Okay, like in the same thing. Over here we have 2 right answers, troposphere and mesosphere. So what answer do we go ahead with? Do not mark both the answers, because then if you have an OMR, the machine won't read your answer. So you just mention either A or C. You will be given a marks. You will be given marks for that question, but do not mention both of them, or do not leave this blank, because or even if, like, see, the thing is, it's a very chancy situation. You might not get a marks, they might follow a different procedure, but it's always better to attempt a question that you know and are a little confused about than not attempt it. Because over here, the, like, troposphere and mesosphere, right, both of them have the same qualities, but you cannot choose, you have to just choose one. So okay, I'll just mark troposphere or I'll just mark mesosphere. At least I'll attempt that question, and in case if something happens, so in the later time, like sometime later, I can actually, when the results come out, and if this is not counted as a right answer, you can actually raise a question as to you asked this one and it was not answered. Okay. Anyways, the subpolar low pressure belt is found at approximately what latitudes in both hemispheres? So as I mentioned before as well, the pressure belts that we have are relatively arranged. So it's like, this can be a right answer, this can be a wrong answer, but at the same point of time, they keep shifting as well. So it's like, you have a right answer, but it can be shifting above or below. But over here, the right answer is 60 to 65 degree. This could now be in the form of 65 to 75 degree. This could be in the form of, somewhere it's also of the form 45 to 66 degree. So there's like various ways that this could have like answers to it. Okay. In a low pressure area, wind from the surrounding blows. Okay, so low pressure area means, let's build this up. This is L. Pressure is low here. This is high. Winds will blow inside. Okay, so in a low pressure area, wind from surroundings blows towards the center of low pressure. On a weather map, a low pressure area is marked as L. A high pressure area is characterized by, now let's see this again. Let's make this also high. Low, 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 low. Goes out, goes out, goes out, goes out, goes out, goes out. Okay. Rising air and diverging winds, sinking air and converging winds, rising air and converging winds, or sinking air and diverging winds. So we have 4 options. So what happens in high pressure area is that the wind sinks. Okay. And the air sinks and the winds are diverging. So the right answer is D. But we will also confirm this. We will look at the diagram that we had. Yes. So high pressure area, this is here. You can see there's a sinking air, the air is sinking and the wind is blowing outside. So it is characterized by sinking air and diverging winds. The wind from the center of high pressure blows towards the surrounding low pressure areas. Alright, and same with the low pressure area. It converges and winds blow from the high pressure areas to the center of the low pressure areas. Which pressure belt is associated with calm weather conditions without any breeze? There's no breeze. When we say without any breeze, it does not mean there's no breeze. It's like less to negligible, which means there's always like some kind of breeze blowing, but not like, it's again a relative term. So like somewhere it might be a lot, but over here it's very less. Okay. So which pressure belt is associated with calm weather conditions without any breeze? Equatorial low pressure belt. Which layer of the atmosphere contains very few air molecules? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, exosphere. The right answer is D, exosphere. Exosphere is the topmost layer if you do not count the space. And it has very few air molecules left. Okay. Which term is commonly used to refer to the subtropical high pressure belt? It's called, is it called doldrums or is it called horse latitudes? Let's go back to our notes and read this so that we have a clarity on the same. Subtropical high pressure belt. Located around 25 degree to 35 degree latitude in both hemispheres, results from subsidence of air from higher altitudes. The convergence of winds at higher altitudes leads to descending air. Convergence of winds. Understood, right? Also known as horse latitudes and associated with calm weather conditions. So there are calm weather conditions, but it's known as the horse latitude. Which one of it is it? It is C. It is C, horse latitudes. Question number 16. The equatorial low pressure belt is also known as the ITCZA or horse latitudes, subpolar low or polar high. It is known as ITCZ. It is pronounced as Z, not Z. Sea breezes are characterized by winds blowing from the sea towards the land, land towards the sea, equator towards the pole, pole towards the equator. So, C and D are out. The sea breezes are characterized by winds flowing from the sea towards the land or land towards the sea. Let's go back to the diagram that we have over here. Sea breeze. So, sea breeze, daytime winds that blow towards from the sea towards the land. So, breeze from the sea towards land. Here it's cool air, high pressure. Here it's warm air, low pressure. So, what is sea breeze characterized by? It is characterized by winds blowing from sea towards the land because of it happens during the day. It is high pressure to low pressure. Yes. Land breezes are characterized by winds blowing from the land towards the sea. And now, how is it in that case? The sea is warmer. Sea has less pressure. Of course. Okay. Next. Question number 19. What instrument is used to record wind, speed and direction, sunshine and precipitation? A. Wind vane, B. Anemometer, C. Barometer or D. Meteorograph. The answer is meteorograph. What is the deposition of moisture from the atmosphere in the form of water droplets or ice crystals falling to the Earth's surface called? Deposition of moisture from the atmosphere in the form of water droplets or ice crystals is known as B. Precipitation. Precipitation. Which type of clouds are associated with convectional rainfall? Cumulus clouds. The answer is B. Cumulus clouds. What weather phenomena can result from upward movement of warm moist air in convectional rainfall regions? Let's read about rainfall again. Rainfall is the deposition of moisture from atmosphere in form of water droplets or ice crystals falling to the earth's surface. This is wrong. It's just water droplets. It is a crucial component of Earth's water cycle and plays a vital role in sustaining ecosystems, agriculture and human activities. Convectional rainfall occurs in warm tropical regions with intense solar heating. Air near the surface gets heated, rises and cools rapidly, leading to condensation and formation of cumulonimbus clouds. This is what we call cumulus clouds. Heavy showers or thunderstorms result from the upward movement of warm moist air and the subsequent release of precipitation. Orographic rainfall occurs when moist air is forced to rise. Okay, so the answer to our question is this: heavy showers or thunderstorms result from upward movement of warm moist air and subsequent release of precipitation. Next question we have for orographic rainfall. For that we'll come back again. Let's mark this down first. What causes orographic rainfall? Now let's go back to the notes. Occurs when moist air is forced to rise over elevated landforms such as mountains. So when moisture is forced to rise over elevated landforms such as mountains, what happens? Orographic rainfall takes place. C over here, C, the upliftment of moist air over mountains. What happens to air as it ascends over mountains in orographic rainfall regions? It becomes warmer and drier. It cools and condenses, forming clouds. It descends and becomes denser. It remains unchanged in temperature and moisture. So what happens? As the air ascends, it cools and condenses, forming clouds and producing rainfall. Where? On the windward side. Leeward side पे बारिश नहीं, on the windward side it takes place. So what happens? It cools and condenses and it forms clouds. Question number 25. The Satpura range is located in which part of the Indian subcontinent? So Satpura range is a mountain range. Now, where is it located? North mein, where is the Great Northern Mountains? Is it there? No, the right answer is D, in the west. The Chota Nagpur Plateau is a plateau region located in which Indian state? So Chota Nagpur is a plateau. It's one of the part of the entire peninsula plateau that we have. So where, in which Indian state is it located? Bihar, Jharkhand, Odisha, or West Bengal? So the thing with Chota Nagpur Plateau is that it is located in Jharkhand, Odisha, and West Bengal, all of these. But majority of it is in Jharkhand, and hence we shall consider B as a right option. If we had like, another option which said B, C, or D, we could have gone with that. But over here we need to choose just one option, and hence it's B, Jharkhand. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands and Indian Union Territory are located in which body of water? A. Arabian Sea, B. Bay of Bengal, C. Indian Ocean, or D. Laccadive Sea. So this is the map of India. We have Indian Ocean here. So where do we have Bay of Bengal and where do we have the Arabian Sea? The Arabian Sea falls here and the Bay of Bengal falls here. So where are the Andaman and Nicobar Islands located? Is it A in Arabian Sea or is it B in Bay of Bengal? We have here the Arabian Sea and here we have the Lakshadweep. Here we have majority of the what? We have majority of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So the right answer is B, Bay of Bengal. We consider the majority, some of it also like they scatter on, because since they are scattered islands, it's not just one island. So it also stretches onto the Indian Ocean. The Deccan Plateau is a large plateau located in which part of the Indian continent? North, south, east, or west? The right answer is B, south. The Ganges-Brahmaputra delta is formed by the confluence of which two rivers? Ganges and Yamuna, Ganges and Brahmaputra. See, the thing is, it's said in the question itself. The right answer is B, Ganges and Brahmaputra. The Thar Desert, also known as the Great Indian Desert, is located primarily in which Indian state? A. Rajasthan, B. Gujarat, C. Madhya Pradesh, or D. Maharashtra. The answer is A. Rajasthan. The Thar Desert shares its borders with which neighboring country? A. Bangladesh, B. Sri Lanka, C. Afghanistan, or D. Pakistan. The right answer is D. Pakistan. The Great Run of Kutch is a seasonal salt marsh located in which state of India? The right answer is A. Gujarat. Which mountain peak is the highest in the Himalayas? Of course, everyone knows the answer to this. It's also the highest peak in the world, and the answer is A. Mount Everest. The height is somewhere around 8848. The last time that I checked, 8848 meters, so that's like 8.848 kilometers. So yeah. Mountain and valley breezes are caused by, let's go back to mountain and valley breezes. We know the answer, but we still will go and read it again. Mountain and valley breezes are caused by daily winds which are caused by differential heating and cooling of mountains and valleys. Differential heating and cooling of mountains and valleys. Okay. Yes. So the right answer is heating and cooling of mountains and valleys. Which type of wind is associated with the differential heating between land and sea? So now over here it could be seasonal wind, it could be local winds, it could be monsoons. But since monsoons are actually very easily defined by this, we shall continue with monsoons. Why can it not be seasonal winds or local winds? Because that encompasses other things as well, and now here we're only talking about land and sea. It can be local winds as well, because when we're considered about land and sea breeze and all of that, it can come in the local winds. But monsoons is something that is more specific and hence is likely to be a more right answer. So with this we come to the end of this lecture as well. Please move ahead with more questions, read the text, and clarify your doubts through various sources that you have. This is one of the sources, and accordingly move ahead. So with this, I take your leave. I hope you make your notes, and yes, thank you for watching.